Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome, but if you keep coming back, you're much appreciated. Thanks a lot for clicking on this video. My name is Unwadiuto and I am a teens coach. In this video, we're going to be continuing on mental health. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so I've watched this video before, but then I want to do a reaction to this video. And I've had many people send this video to me and I just kept responding, this video made me cry, this video made me cry. So I have seen it just once, then I tried seeing it again some 15 minutes ago, but the tears just kept coming. So I had to take a break, breathe, and then I'm giving it another shot. So let's see if I can do this again. But it's a very sensitive topic, really sensitive, and that's the more reason why we need to pay attention to the mental health of our children. Yeah, different dress, right? You might have not even noticed, but then I've tried to do that video reaction. I tried to react to that video and not tear up, but it just wouldn't happen. I have cried and I don't know. So right from the very first time I watched that video, I cried. I didn't watch it again till I tried doing a reaction video yesterday. 3 different times through the video, I just kept tearing up. So I decided I'm rather going to tell you the story and we'll take it up from there. So in this video, we're going to be telling a story about a woman that lost her 20-year-old son. So from her story, said she was home one evening and her 2 little children kept calling, "Mommy, come and see, called the son's name, there's the other one's name, and she was like, what is it? So she just felt it was one of her son's antics and just felt what is going on, because according to her, he became difficult along the line. So she termed it the most wicked sight she had ever seen, seeing her son on her veranda hanging with his tongue hanging up to here. So she said that was a wicked sight ever. So she climbed up, brought her son down and called for her daughters and said, let's get him to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, she was wondering why they weren't doing anything. She said, give him oxygen, he needs oxygen, give him oxygen. She said because his fingers, the tip of his fingers were already gray, so he needs oxygen, that he lacks oxygen, give him oxygen, give him oxygen. So she went out crying and then she prayed to God, saying that God should help her. On getting in, she said, why are you not doing anything? Why is nobody doing anything? She said that was when it dawned on her that it was the end. So they had to wait for the police to come, and then when they came, put her son in the car and they took him to the mortuary. And she said that that's the wicked sight ever that she has beheld. And she said, why are we going to be losing youths to something that has a solution? She said there is nothing ever that is too hard that cannot be discussed. So she went on narrating. So she said that when they were going to the mortuary, as they woke up so early to go, so when they got there, there were like 6 other parents who had lost their children to suicide also. She said that the after effect is the worst. That is for her, that because she kept thinking, what hasn't she done to help her son? What didn't she do? She said he just became difficult. He just wants to remain in bed all day. He remains in his underwears, wouldn't come out to eat. She said, but she insisted that he comes out to eat with them. So he just became difficult, in her own words, and she tried. She said, what didn't she do? He came home one day and said he wanted to change schools. Okay, they got him a new school, but then he wouldn't attend classes. Then he went in for exams and he failed. On getting his result, he came home saying that he failed. He said that was when, seeing his result that he failed, she said that was when he started going deeper and deeper. On encouraging the youth, she said there's nothing too hard that cannot be discussed. She said there's nothing new that you're going through that somebody else hasn't probably gone through it already. She said in this whole symptoms of depression, there are levels, and there is a particular point you get to that you cannot help yourself anymore. That before you get to that point, that you should ensure that you have spoken to somebody about it. So this was her story. It was like almost 8 minutes length of video, but I just tried my best to summarize it as much as possible. But that is the major point. And I kept crying, probably because she cried also, or because of the thought of having to see your child in that manner. I don't think there's anybody that wakes up and decides that, okay, today is a good day, or today is the day that I'm okay to see my child die. And I don't know whether, is it easier to bear when you hear that it was an accident or due to sickness, or due to the fact that the child committed suicide right there in your house. I don't know. None is actually easy to bear, but we're not going to do that, not here. So really, it's sad, but there are things that we need to take seriously. Depression, suicide, mental health as a whole is serious. It's a serious business. So you have teenagers, you have young adults. You need to begin to speak with your children. And if your children are yet very little, we've done a video earlier concerning those group of children, but then it is essential that your children understand that they can come to you to talk about anything. Let them not see you as that parent that there are only some certain things that they can come to you to talk about. Be ready to listen to every and anything. And the way not to chase them away, one of the ways not to chase your children away from being as open as possible to you, is your reactions to things that they say to you. If your reaction is always the surprise, shocking look, as in, how dare you say that, if you ever think that in your life or something, they come to you with something that they need you to empathize with them, and then make it a teachable moment, but we immediately make it a prayer session. I hail you, my African parents. But then, yes, it's good that we always run to prayers, but can you first of all empathize with that child? Let your child know that, see, I am in this with you, I understand this with you. She said no matter what it is you are going through, she said she found out later on that her son was sodomized, and I am guessing that sodomization should be that he was sexually abused in school. I'm thinking that's what it is. I'm not sure, but please, if you know what sodomization means, do comment in the comment section. But that's what I'm going to be assuming that it is. She said it was after he died and they were doing their research that they found out that the guy was sexually abused in school. So she said there's nothing anyone is going through that cannot be discussed, or that somebody else has not gone through it already. There is nothing new under the sun, the Bible says. So somebody definitely has gone through it. The person is stronger at the other side right now and can willingly shed more light on these issues. So the major thing that I'm going to be emphasizing here in this video is, parents, please do watch for the signs. The son showed several signs, but then unfortunately he had gone too deep, that even as a parent, you can't help that child. You need a professional to step in. And we have mental health doctors, mental health professionals that can help that child so that it doesn't lead to suicide. So let's watch out for the signs. Once you just see that your child is doing things that are outside the norm, sometimes it could be overeating, most times it is lack of appetite. So watch for which it is. Not being interested in anything, just wanting to be alone and secluded. Things that your child saw as fun before suddenly isn't fun. Because she said he grew up as a very vibrant, happy child. And then suddenly, he's this person at 20 who is going through depression and then has taken his own life. Said no matter what it is, your child that is very, very brilliant is suddenly failing in his exams. Don't go, what are you doing? Why are you not there? And then you're shouting and shouting. No, it's time to sit and talk. Have the talk. When you know you've tried all you can, nothing is happening, please let the professionals step in. Let the professionals step in. That's the way to help our children, so they don't go deeper into depression to the point that they cannot be helped anymore. So besides us paying attention, there is also something else that we could do. Let your children know you are open to discussions. If your children are yet very little, this is a time that we can keep imbibing in them the act of talking, the act of speaking about what you feel. You know, at young ages, these new things this generation does, this new generation do, they say, what are you feeling? Speak about your emotions. What emotion are you feeling right now? You know, at the beginning when I saw that, I'm like, what's that? The child just did something wrong. Can you give the child a spank? What are you wanting to know the person's emotions for? Please arrange that and take care of it and let it be over and done with, you know? But no, that's not the way. Let's know what the child is feeling. Are you angry? Then you have children that are very vocal these days. Mommy, I'm mad at you. And you're like, okay, say what you feel. Let's know how you're feeling. Are you sad? Are you anxious? What are you going through? What are you feeling? So let your child be able to identify that particular emotion that you're going through. Let your child know that you are willing to listen. So the major points we're going to be highlighting here is simply watch out. Let's be attentive. Let's recognize when our children are beginning to shut down. Let's recognize when they are beginning to act in a way that is not normal. That's the first point. And the second thing I'm going to be emphasizing is talk, talk, and talk. Your children should know that you are open to discussions and they can come to you to speak about anything. The third point is when you see that they are going far, far deeper into it, you can't help anymore, except you're a professional. You can't help your child, so get professional help. So the final point is pray. Yes, we can't take this lightly. We're going to pray about it. So you talk to God about it also. So let's pay attention to our children. God's going to help all of us and God's going to keep our children safe. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not yet subscribed, you just might consider subscribing. Give this video a big thumbs up for me if you liked it. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.